Hey, what's good, what's good, what's good, beautiful people? Of course, you know who it is, Dr. Mike, back again, once again, with another video for you guys today. FYI, I kind of feel like, first and foremost, if you are not subscribed to the channel, by all means, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you get the notifications when the notification comes. Also, make sure that you hit me up in IG and Facebook. All that stuff is in the description below. The live chat channel, the description below. The prescription, the whole nine, all the ebooks and stuff I got, all that's in the description below. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I kind of feel like I'm about to say some things that might piss some people off, but in advance I apologize. So I'm gonna try to take this situation the best of my ability. I'm gonna approach it in a delicate manner because some people are sensitive and I don't want nobody to get their panties in a bunch when I say what I'm about to say. But at the end of the day, I'm a realist, number one, and I only go off of observations and things that I have seen throughout my time being here, even before, of course, what I'm doing right now. So we're gonna go ahead and peel this one off like a band-aid. Go ahead, get to it. So I was kicking it at the money changer today. Line was pretty long. Everybody's changing out big money, big money. You know, Mike changing out little money, little money. And I noticed something. In the line, all of the Asian guys were cashing out big money, big money. And then, of course, there were probably two guys that were white. I don't know if they were European or whatever it may be. I don't know if they were American. I didn't know because I didn't hear them speak. They were cashing out pretty good money and whatnot and stuff like that. And what I started to notice is, over time and even before, I kind of feel like Filipina favoritism right now, as far as the race that most of the girls are going for at the moment, call it a trend, call it whatever you want, is the Asian guys, more specifically the Japanese and the Korean. The Korean people, yeah. Some Chinese as well. And the reason that they are doing this is because, in my opinion, they are the biggest spenders in the Philippines. Now, again, some people may have their panties in the bunch. Oh, but I got money, fuck that, I could do that too, blah, blah, blah. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying you don't have money. I'm just saying culturally and as a whole group, I feel personally that the Japanese and the Koreans and the Asian group in general are spending the most money in the Philippines. Like, a lot of money. Like, they're really messing up the whole ecosystem out here because they're dropping ins that are completely unnecessary. And I'm not mad at it. I'm just like, damn, yo, you know, you have to keep things into a realistic perspective. And, you know, I mean, of course, these guys, you know, they look good. They're some good looking dudes, man. You know, you seen the K-pop and all that stuff. You see the girls. Good God, man. Jesus Christ. I need to go to Korea, man. I do. But anyways, that's a sidetrack thought, and I will go eventually. But ultimately, I feel like those guys get the most love. I mean, I'm not saying that they get the most love. That's not a good way to say it. But what I am saying is they have Filipina favoritism within the moment. You know, I'm not saying that any other race that come here ain't gonna get love, whether you're from, you know, Africa, whether you're from the Middle East, whether you're from any other part of the world. I'm not saying that you're not gonna get no love. I'm just saying that, in my opinion, Filipinos favor right now the Koreans. You know, K-pop is popping, period, in the Philippines, and it's always been that way for a long time. But ultimately, they are the big spenders here. They truly are the big spenders. I can go to a club or I can go hang out in a restaurant or some shit like that, and they're dropping serious ends. Mostly because, you know, they do drink a lot, you know. So I went to Fridays the other day, you know, a bunch of them, you know, it was a group of Koreans, I knew that for sure. They had a table full of beer and stuff like that, you know, entertaining the ladies and stuff like that, and they were having a good time. So, I mean, if you got it, flaunt it. I mean, if you got it and you want to spend it, you do your thing. But ultimately, I feel like because of that, and because they're not really frugal with their spending habits, I do believe that Filipinas naturally gravitate towards that particular race of individuals at the moment. Am I gonna sit here and say it's gonna change? I don't know. I am not the predictor of futures, but I think that as long as they keep doing what they doing, that shit ain't gonna never change. And you can hate me for it. You can call me an asshole. You can say, ah, Mike, you don't know shit. You're a dummy. You're this, you're that. You're just mad because they don't like black people. You can say whatever the fuck you want to about me. at the end of the day, I'm speaking facts, people, from what I've seen. And I'm sure there are a lot of people who can agree with what I'm saying. Again, I get as much love as I want to, and I'm one frugal bastard, man. I am very, very cheap, and I'm cheap for a reason. I have to be, because I'm a budget traveler. Mike, don't get down like that. But if you got it and you want to spend it, I can't tell you how to spend your money. That's all I'm going to tell you. And, you know, for the love of, you know, I love all races. Don't get me twisted. Don't get me twisted. I have no hatred in my body for anybody, because that's not necessary. It doesn't make life any better for me to hate on somebody else for having it or whatever, you know, and it doesn't hurt and it doesn't help you to do the same either. So I just had to drop this video because what I'm seeing now is where Filipina preference is gravitating towards. And I'm just letting you know. Again, am I saying that, oh, no other race getting love out here? No, stupid. I'm not saying that. So don't get your panties in a bunch like I told you. I'm just letting you know where Filipina preferences are gravitating towards. Like I said, I'm good to go, man. My life is set the way that I want it to be. I have as much fun as I want to out here. And again, like I said, if you look at the ratio of men to women in the country, women still have the dominant percentage of gender out in this. So there's always somebody out there for everybody. You find yours, you get happy. So don't sit there and dwell on the, how can I say this? Don't dwell on what everybody else is doing when all you can do is do you, all right? Don't dwell on what everybody else is doing. And I'm not dwelling, I'm just finding it funny because we were always talking a lot about the race. You know, it's not the races that get a lot of love out here. All of us do, but we try to rank it and stuff like that. And if I had to rank it, I'm putting Asians at #1. Easy. Right now, in this moment, as I make this video, the Asians, more specifically Japanese, Chinese, and Korean, they're getting the most love out here. They are. You can see it in the mall. You know, and I'm not even saying that they're getting the prettiest women. That's not what I'm saying, because what happens is, and you see this a lot if you've been here, what they do is they like to dress their girls up and put them in heavy makeup and stuff, and they try to make them into what their girls are like in their own home country. You can see it. I mean, the heavy makeup, you know, the not necessarily the skimpy outfits, but maybe the tight outfits and stuff like that. You see it. If you're here, you see it. And even if you're not here, I think you'll get the hint. And then again, that's any other race. And what's crazy and beautiful and weird and the whole thing all combined is a Filipina is very, very adaptable. They can be whatever you want them to be. If you want them to look Korean, they can look Korean. If you want them to look a certain kind of way, they can look a certain kind of way. You could dress them how you want to, as long as they're okay with it. And you know, you'll have the girl that you want. If you want them to dress like a girl who was urban, we'll say urban, you know, you can dress them that way. It's just it's your preference and it's what you want to do. And if she's cool with it, she'll dress up how you want her to dress. You know, I'm just the type of person that, hey, as long as you look good when you step out the house with me, you good to go, right? That's all I got to say about that. But if this is your first time watching the video, and if this is probably your last time watching the video, I appreciate you watching this video. Dr. Mike is reporting live from Manila, Philippines, sitting here on the 7th floor, just looking at all the condos and all the beautiful views behind me. That is actually the parking lot to the mall, down there where the cars are at. So, just having a good time. I'll show you around. You know, it's the Philippines, man. Every time I turn around, there's condos, and more condos, and condos, and more condos going up. So, everything around me is condos. It's keeping me shaded, but, you know. Yeah, it is what it is. Dr. Mike is officially reporting live, having the time of his life, kicking it in Manila, Philippines. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're gonna hit the dislike button, make sure you dislike it for good reason. Don't just hate me because I'm spitting facts right now. All right, Dr. Mike is officially out. Said that too many damn times. At least nako, paalam, which means I am going now. Bye-bye. Holla at me later.